Hello, everyone. It is an honor to be speaking with you today at the Scholars Conference in Amsterdam and to share this message with women leaders around the world. Before we dive in, I have a question for you. Are you leading with clarity, resilience, and balance? Or are you leading on empty? Leadership today is more demanding than ever. We make tough decisions, juggle multiple responsibilities, and work to create thriving workplaces. But the truth is, we cannot lead effectively if we are mentally exhausted. Today, I want to share how mindfulness can transform leadership, improve mental well-being, and create workplaces where people feel valued, productive, and psychologically safe. Because here's the truth. Happy, mentally strong leaders create thriving workplaces, and research proves it. Happy employees. Productive workplaces. You might be wondering, does mindfulness really impact business performance? Studies have consistently shown that when leaders prioritize mental well-being, organizations thrive. Research on workplace performance found that companies that focus on mental health and mindfulness see higher profitability, greater employee engagement, and lower absenteeism. In one study, organizations with leadership that actively supports employee well-being saw a 21% increase in profitability and a 37% reduction in absenteeism. Another study found that employees who are happy at work are 13% more productive than those under high stress, demonstrating that a positive and mentally supportive environment translates directly into workplace efficiency. Companies with structured mindfulness and well-being programs reported 87% more employee engagement, reinforcing that when people feel valued and supported, they contribute more effectively. The takeaway is clear. Mindfulness is not just a self-care practice, it's a leadership strategy that drives success. And as women leaders, we carry unique pressures that make mindfulness even more essential. The leadership challenge, women and the mental load. While leadership is tough for everyone, women leaders face additional challenges that impact mental well-being. 1. Balancing leadership and caregiving. Many of us juggle high-powered careers while managing family responsibilities, which can increase the risk of burnout. 2. Imposter syndrome. Research has shown that a significant number of women in executive roles experience self-doubt, even when they are highly qualified for their positions. 3. Emotional labor. Women are often expected to be both strong and compassionate, taking on additional emotional responsibilities in the workplace. 4. The perfectionism trap. Studies indicate that women hold themselves to higher standards, leading to stress, anxiety, and self-criticism. So, how do we protect our mental health while excelling as leaders? By leading mindfully. Mindfulness. The key to stress management and resilient leadership. Mindfulness isn't just a trend. It's a scientifically validated practice that helps leaders increase focus, regulate emotions, and prevent burnout. A leadership model built on mindfulness emphasizes 3 critical aspects: self-awareness, recognizing stress triggers and emotional patterns; emotional regulation, responding to challenges with clarity rather than reacting impulsively; compassionate leadership, fostering psychologically safe workplaces where employees feel valued and empowered. And the best part? Mindfulness is a skill that can be trained and developed. Let's explore practical ways to incorporate mindfulness into your leadership routine. Mindfulness practices for women leaders. 1. The 60-second reset, managing stress in the moment. Before stepping into a high-pressure meeting or making a critical decision, take a moment for this quick reset. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Pause and repeat 3 times. Studies on stress reduction have shown that intentional breathing lowers cortisol levels by nearly 40%, reducing anxiety and improving focus. Try this technique before responding to a difficult email or stepping into an important conversation. 2. Mindful mornings, setting intentions for the day. Instead of immediately checking emails, Take 30 seconds to pause and reflect on your leadership goals for the day. Ask yourself, what kind of leader do I want to be today? What is my top priority? How do I want to make people feel? Research has found that leaders who begin their day with mindful reflection make more strategic and effective decisions. 3. The power of the pause. Active listening in leadership. Take 3 seconds to pause before responding in conversations. Listen fully without mentally preparing your next words. Ask yourself, am I listening to understand or just waiting for my turn to speak? Studies on leadership effectiveness have shown that leaders who practice active listening cultivate stronger trust and deeper engagement with their teams. 4. Gratitude and workplace well-being. At the end of the day, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for in your leadership journey. 1 person you appreciate, reach out and let them know. Companies that integrate gratitude into their work culture experience higher retention rates and improved team morale. Start your next meeting by acknowledging a team member's contributions. It has a lasting positive impact. 5. Setting boundaries for work-life integration. Turn off work notifications after a set time every evening. Schedule non-negotiable self-care, just like you would schedule a business meeting. Say no to unnecessary tasks that drain your energy. Research on work-life balance found that women leaders who set digital boundaries improve their decision-making abilities and overall mental clarity. Mindful and inclusive leadership. Creating thriving workplaces. Mindfulness isn't just about stress management. It's a powerful tool for building inclusive, high-performing teams. 1. Creating psychological safety. A groundbreaking study on workplace dynamics identified psychological safety as the most critical factor in high-performing teams. How can leaders foster this? Encourage open conversations about well-being. Make it safe for employees to admit mistakes without fear. Recognize contributions in a way that supports equity and inclusivity. A mindful leader is an inclusive leader. 2. Leading with vulnerability and authenticity. Share your own mindfulness practices with your team. Normalize conversations about mental health in leadership discussions. Leaders who demonstrate authenticity and vulnerability create stronger, more engaged teams. 3. Mentoring and sponsoring. Women leaders who actively mentor and support other women increase workplace retention and satisfaction. Create mentorship opportunities to uplift and empower the next generation of female leaders. Your leadership challenge: commit to mindfulness. I challenge you, for the next 7 days, choose 1 mindful leadership habit to practice. Whether it's morning reflection, mindful breathing, active listening, or gratitude, start small. Because when women lead mindfully, businesses thrive, people flourish, and innovation accelerates. Let's commit to leading with strength, balance, and purpose. Thank you. Let's continue this conversation and bring mindfulness into leadership. Because when we thrive, our teams, our businesses, and our world thrive.